Have you been following the recent updates regarding the SASSA Old Age Grant? If you're someone who receives this grant or you assist a loved one who does, it's important to be aware of upcoming changes expected to take effect in June 2025. These adjustments, while not major overhauls, could influence how older persons manage their monthly finances and interact with the social grant system going forward. Many South African seniors depend on the old age grant to meet essential needs like food, housing, medication, and transport. For those living on a fixed income, even small changes in how the grant system operates can have a real-world impact. The aim of the latest adjustments is to improve the system's reliability and security, but it does mean there are new requirements and steps that beneficiaries need to follow closely. The grant itself is not being eliminated or reduced as part of these updates. However, several important rule changes are being introduced to streamline the process and enhance verification measures. This means that beneficiaries, particularly older persons, will need to take a more active role in keeping their personal and financial records up to date. One of the most significant updates involves eligibility verification. SASSA will be conducting more rigorous checks on beneficiaries' information. These checks will be carried out through collaboration with other government departments to confirm records like identity, place of residence, income sources, and even death notifications. If your records are outdated or inaccurate, it could lead to delays in processing your payments or, in some cases, temporary suspension of your grant until the information is corrected. Maintaining accurate bank account details is another key area receiving closer attention. Going forward, grant payments will only be made into accounts that are verified and registered in the name of the grant recipient. This is part of a broader effort by the National Treasury and SASSA to reduce the risk of fraud and misuse. If your grant is currently being paid into someone else's bank account, that arrangement may no longer be acceptable. It's important to ensure that your bank account is tied directly to your identity and that it's verified correctly in the system. This change is particularly relevant for seniors who may have previously relied on a family member's or caregiver's account. While this might have been convenient or necessary in the past, the new regulations prioritize secure, individual banking arrangements. Beneficiaries are encouraged to visit their banks or local SASSA offices to resolve any discrepancies before the updated verification system is fully implemented. The goal behind these updates is to modernize the social grant system using digital technology. Digitization allows the government to improve both security and efficiency. However, not everyone is comfortable using digital tools like apps or websites, especially among older age groups. That's why family support and community outreach will play a crucial role in ensuring that no one is left behind during the transition. SASSA is exploring alternative methods of verifying that recipients are still eligible to receive grants each year. Traditionally, this process involved physical visits to SASSA offices or service points. Under the new system, seniors may instead complete this verification using digital platforms. Options could include biometric scanning, app-based check-ins, or visits from community workers who perform in-person verification. Each method is intended to make it easier for seniors to confirm their eligibility without needing to travel or wait in long lines. In cases where beneficiaries fail to re-verify their information or miss deadlines, the grants could be temporarily suspended until the required information is updated. This makes it important for recipients and their families to stay on top of annual verification and communication from SASSA. Timely action can help prevent unnecessary interruptions in payments. Another area undergoing review is the income threshold used to determine eligibility. While no exact figures have been released, there could be adjustments to the limits that define whether someone qualifies for the old age grant. If your financial situation has changed in any way, such as receiving a pension, investment income, or family support, it's important to check how this might affect your grant. Alongside eligibility changes, the government is also increasing efforts to improve financial literacy among older adults. There will be more resources and programs aimed at helping seniors understand how to manage the grant money, identify potential scams, and recognize suspicious communication. Fraudulent activity often increases during periods of system changes, so staying informed is more important than ever. Unfortunately, scammers often target grant recipients by impersonating SASSA or other officials. They may send messages asking for personal information or bank details. It's essential that beneficiaries and their families remain cautious and only respond to official SASSA channels. If anything seems suspicious, it should be reported immediately. The fraud reporting system is being improved with a dedicated hotline and a process for quickly investigating and freezing fraudulent accounts when abuse is suspected. These changes may feel overwhelming for some, especially those who are not familiar with smartphones, online forms, or digital communication. But help is available. Seniors should be encouraged to ask family members, neighbors, or community workers for support. Whether it's updating banking information, verifying eligibility, or navigating a mobile app, getting assistance can prevent issues later on. Even as the system becomes more digitized, SASSA has emphasized the importance of making it accessible to everyone. The intention is not to make things harder, but to ensure grants are delivered more securely and effectively. Still, it's important to take action early. If you or someone you care about receives the old age grant, now is the time to review all personal records, confirm your banking details, and understand how the verification process is changing. Staying proactive can save time and stress in the future. You can check your SASSA status through SMS, the official website, or in person at your nearest SASSA office. Make it a habit to review your records regularly, especially during times when updates are being rolled out. As part of its broader modernization strategy, the government is aiming to make the entire social grant application and management process digital in the coming years. This means everything from initial applications to status checks and account updates may eventually be handled online. While this transformation will bring greater convenience in the long run, it requires preparation, especially for those not currently comfortable using technology. There is no need to rush or worry. The changes will be introduced gradually, and support systems will remain in place. But it's wise to begin exploring how to use the SASSA website or app with guidance from someone you trust. Even a few minutes of practice can make a big difference in your comfort and confidence. SASSA and the Department of Social Development are also working to increase outreach efforts and make educational materials available in multiple languages and formats. These materials aim to help people understand their rights and responsibilities in the grant system and make informed decisions about how to manage their benefits. Community centers, churches, and social service groups are likely to play a role in helping seniors adjust to the changes. If you are part of such a group, consider organizing an information session or distributing printed guides about the new procedures. Awareness is key to making sure that nobody is caught off guard by the updates. The grant system is designed to provide dignity and stability to older citizens. While the updates might feel like just another set of rules, they are ultimately meant to protect the integrity of the program and ensure that support reaches those who need it most. When fraud is prevented, and when records are kept accurate, the system functions more effectively for everyone. If you're not sure where to begin, start by gathering your current ID, proof of residence, and banking details. Review whether the name on your bank account matches your SASSA records exactly. This small step can help avoid delays if your payment needs to be re-verified under the new system. If you've recently moved, update your address with SASSA as soon as possible. Address changes are one of the most common issues that lead to miscommunication or missed correspondence. It only takes a short visit or a call to make sure your file reflects your current residence. Family members and caregivers should also take time to understand these changes. You may be called upon to help someone through the reapplication or verification process. Patience and clear communication are essential in this period of transition. When you understand the system, you're better equipped to provide the right support. Changes to public systems can create anxiety, but they can also lead to improvement when handled well. The most important thing is to approach these changes with awareness and a willingness to adapt. Use the tools and information available to you, and don't hesitate to ask questions if something is unclear. As June 2025 approaches, more updates and announcements are expected. Staying informed through official sources is the best way to keep up. Avoid relying on rumors or social media posts that don't link back to SASSA or the Department of Social Development. The official channels will provide verified, up-to-date information on all changes. Finally, take the time to talk to others about these updates. Whether it's a neighbor, a friend, or a fellow grant recipient, sharing information can help build stronger, more informed communities. Everyone benefits when accurate details are passed on and when people look out for each other. If you're watching this or reading this because you care about someone who receives the SASSA Old Age Grant, thank you. Your support helps ensure they can continue receiving the assistance they depend on, with dignity and respect. Staying engaged, checking in on their paperwork, and helping them navigate digital systems makes a meaningful difference. The changes ahead are part of a broader transformation of the social grant landscape. While the journey may be challenging for some, it also presents an opportunity to build a more secure and modern system that meets the evolving needs of South Africa's older population. With that in mind, use this time to take simple but important steps, confirm your information, learn about the new procedures, and reach out for help if needed. By staying alert and proactive, you can navigate these updates smoothly and support others to do the same. Thank you for taking the time to stay informed. Every step you take to understand the system better contributes to your well-being and the well-being of others in your community. Being informed is one of the most valuable tools you have. Stay safe, stay informed, and continue to be part of a stronger, more secure support system for all.